Hi everyone, welcome back to another video. So I know I'm looking a little crazy right now, but I had wanted to do with you guys a review on the Naked Ultimate Basics palette by Urban Decay. And so I decided instead of just swatching it for you guys that I wanted to do a quick tutorial on like a fairly simple, pretty plain eye. I get this new Lip Sense color called Violet Volt. Obviously it's quite dramatic. So it's the perfect time to have a little bit more of a basic eye look. So this is the palette right here. So I'm going to scooch in a little bit closer and we'll get going. Okay, so I've already primed my eyes with my Too Faced Shadow Insurance. So I'm gonna go into the palette with a sort of fluffy dome brush. This is the TG VIP brush, and I'm gonna go in with the color Tempted, which is, right here. It's sort of a taupey gray color, so this is one of the cooler colors in the palette. I'm gonna stick with mostly cool colors for this. Obviously my lips are quite cool, so I'm just going into my crease with that color and just sort of creating a little bit of a shadow in the crease. And I'm going to do the same on the other side. I like to start with a sort of medium tone in the crease for a basic look like this, just because I am going to do something a little bit darker on the inner corners, and I don't want it to grab too much. I want to have a nice transition color already on there. You could go into your whole lid, do a really light sort of fleshy tone. I like to go in with a sort of medium tone first, and then I'll soften things out after with something a little bit lighter. I'm playing around with lighting. I've got a window right here. I've got my ring light also in front of me, so I hope you guys will be able to see what I'm doing. I've been like a little hesitant to do makeup tutorials just because I wanted to have the lighting right for you guys. I didn't want it to look like, what the heck is she even doing? So I'm going to go in with the Luxie Beauty 239 Precision Shader, and I'm going to go into Instinct, which is sort of the pinky rosy color towards the end, and I'm going to apply that on the lid. So this is going to be a fully matte look. If I wanted to really, like if it was like an evening look or something like that, I would have left this part lighter and probably applied like a glitter on the lid to create sort of a halo eye. But it's like daytime, and you know, the lips are probably enough. All I really have to do today is like run a couple errands. So I'm gonna be like super extra running my errands today. Okay, so I've got that applied on the lid. Now I'm gonna take that same sort of fluffy dome brush, and I'm gonna go in with the one we went in with Tempted. Sorry, I'm learning. We went in with Tempted, so I'm gonna go to the next one lighter, which is Commando. And I'm gonna blend that sort of above where we went in with Tempted, just to soften the line. Again, this is like a really basic look. I didn't want to do anything too complicated. Just for the fact that, again, my lips are a little extra, so I'm just keeping things very soft, very matte, very neutral. If I was going to work today in the salon, I probably would do a little bit more. I do tend to be pretty extra at work. If any of my clients are watching, they can attest to that. I usually have lots going on. So I'm going in with the e.l.f. eye crease brush, which is just a really small sort of dome brush. And I'm going to take the color Magnet, which is this sort of beautiful, sorry, which direction am I pointing? I'll get it, you guys. What if I held it like this? I'm going to go in with this gray right here. It's called Magnet. And so I'm going to take that on this little dome brush. It's almost a pencil brush, but a little bit larger. And I'm going to just put that in the outer C of the eye. Just to darken the outer corner a little bit. I don't want to do like a full smoky eye, but I do want to give the outer corners a little bit of definition. It does, I find it helps to open my eyes a little bit. I have small eyes, so most of the looks I do are really just with the intention of making everything look more open and awake and, you know, sort of give you more of that doll eye look that I don't have naturally. If I run into my clients when I'm out running errands, if I didn't put any eye makeup on that day, sometimes they walk right by me. It's like my real face is my disguise. So it really, like, you know, that's the power of makeup, right? It really does change your look. I just can't see if it's even from this perspective. There, move my mirror a little bit. So I just blew off the excess on the brush and I'm just blending it over into the crease. Same on the other side. I've watched a lot of makeup tutorials where people do like one whole eye and then the other whole eye. I don't know how people do that. I have to sort of do the step, do the step, do the step, do the step. That's how I learned when I was in school. We always sort of, you just kind of go back and forth from eye to eye. So I'm going back in with Instinct, which is the sort of pink color that I used on the lid, and I'm using that to sort of soften the look of Magnet, which was the dark gray that we just put in the outer corner. I picked up the wrong color. Back in with Instinct, same thing on the other side. Just doing sort of windshield wiper motions to sort of blend that out. I love this palette. This palette was actually a gift from a very special client who always spoils me rotten at Christmas. I was so excited. I actually don't have, this is gonna be shocking probably, but I don't have any of the Naked palettes. Is that crazy? The thing for me is that I have so many palettes that I sort of got on this train where I was like, I'm not allowed to buy any more palettes until all my palettes are gone. And I'm quickly realizing that that's just not realistic. If you want it and it's different from what you already have, just get it. It's fine. I have a pile of these like 88 color palettes. So I think that was what made me feel like, well, I really can't, you know, I have these. But the reality is with those, I've used up a lot of the colors that I would use regularly. So what's left is these like crazy like blues and like hot pinks, which are super fun, but they're not colors you're ever going to use up. You're never going to use enough of them. So this is basically the look for the upper eye. I'm going to take the Smashbox double exposure brush, the short sort of stiff end, and I'm going to go into Blow, which is basically it's white, and I'm going to use that to highlight, oh baby, that's pigmented. I'm just going to use that to highlight underneath the brow bone. Same on the other side. Just to give the eye a little bit of a lift. And even though this is a fully matte eye look, I gotta do a little shimmer on the inner corner, guys. I gotta do it. So I'm gonna go in with the TG color in Champagne. It's just exactly that. It's just a really pretty champagne eyeshadow. And I'm gonna use that same crease brush from e.l.f. I'm just gonna apply a little bit in the inner corner just to pick up a little bit of the light. I do use a fair amount of shimmer in my eye looks. I don't do a lot of full matte shadow looks, though I do like to do the mix of matte and shimmer together. So that completes the shadow on the top. I'm just going to do a little bit on the lower rim. I'm going to use that same Smashbox double exposure brush, but I'm going to use the slanted end. And I'm going to first take Instinct, which was the sort of pinky rose color, and I'm going to come across the bottom just to add a little bit of definition. Sometimes I do shadow on the bottom, sometimes I don't. Sometimes I leave it completely blank. Because I'm such an oily skin type, I do tend to have my products migrate no matter how well I set them with powder. Then I'm going to go back in with Magnet, which is the gray color, and I'm just going to do the outer part of the bottom lash line. So at this point, I'm going to add some liquid liner, and I'm just going to do a subtle wing. I'm not going to do like a crazy wing, but I am going to do a little bit of a wing just to kind of pull everything together. And I'm using the e.l.f. Intense Eyeliner. It basically looks like a marker, and I gotta go in close. So I sort of get into the inner corner as far as I can get, and then I'll do the wing, and then I'll sort of pull it and connect those lines. I never used to have to pull my eye taut. This is like new in the last few years. Used to be able to just bang, there's your wing, off you go, but now I have to pull everything tight. I'm getting older, guys. So I'm just going to do the same on the other side. I'm sorry, I think I kicked the desk, so if you're bouncing around up there, sorry about that. If I was thinking, I would have used my Urban Decay liquid liner. I do have the razor sharp liner. However, this is my go-to. I love this sort of marker type. They are so easy. I find it's like my go-to. I find it super, super easy. I can bang out that wing in no time. I know it seems like it's taking a little bit long, but I mean, I am talking while I'm doing it. So, sorry, I was just making sure everything's even. Alright, so I don't put any liner on the bottom. I do just the little bit of shadow for some shadow. I find with my oily skin, it migrates. It doesn't stay there. There's really no point. But if you wanted to, you could, at this point, do some black in the inner rim on the waterline. You could tight line on the top if you wanted to. I find all of that just irritates my eyes, so I don't bother. And I'm going to go in with my NYC New York Big Bold Volume Mascara. I did get a new mascara that I want to try, but I think I'm going to do another video. I'm either going to do like get ready with me trying new drugstore products, or I'm going to do like hit or miss drugstore products. One of the two. If you want, leave a comment below and let me know which one you'd prefer to see. I know a lot of people are doing the get ready with me videos, and I love to watch them. I actually like to put them on while I'm getting ready, and it's sort of like we're getting ready together. It's super fun. So, or like I say, I can just sort of go through some hits and misses that I've had recently. I sort of have an ongoing list, and I have a few things here on my desk that I want to try that are new. So let me know in the comments below, which would you rather see? Get ready with me with new drugstore products, or hit or miss drugstore products. So let me know which you prefer to see. This is the eye look. I'm not wearing falsies. It's my day off. I'm not gonna like go to the drugstore and buy nail files at the beauty supply store with false lashes on. That's like a little much. I had already done all of my other makeup for the day, so this is pretty much it. Once my mascara dries, I'll just go in with some setting spray and that'll be that. So on a whole, sorry, I'll back up for you guys a little bit. On the whole, I love, love, love this palette. It's a beautiful palette. It's got a really nice mix of warm and cool colors. It has very highly pigmented colors. I mean, it's Urban Decay. You know they're going to be beautiful. You know they're going to be buttery. They're all a really nice mix. I think there's something for everybody in this palette. However, if you already have like all of the Naked palettes, you probably don't need this. But for somebody like me who didn't have them, this is a great addition to my collection of shadows, because I don't have a palette that's all matte shadows. I think it's a great idea. And it's funny because I got this one and the Heavy Metals one, I got them both at Christmas. So I got one palette that's all matte and I got one palette that's all metallics. So, I mean, I've got the best of both worlds here. So for me, it's definitely a hit. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Do you have the Ultimate Basics Naked palette? Do you have it? Do you want it? What are your thoughts? Do you have the other Naked palettes? I'd love to know. Do you like this eye look? Is it something that you would try? I hope you guys like this tutorial. I do plan on doing more. Let me know if you enjoyed it. Let me know if this is something that's worth my while in doing. I love doing makeup. I especially love doing my own makeup. I could sit on my day off and just like do looks, wash it off, do more. I really, really enjoy it. I love playing with makeup. So I hope you guys enjoyed this too. Please, please subscribe. I super appreciate it. Like this video, share it with your friends. Let's get it going. I would really appreciate the support, you guys, and I will see you next time. Bye.